Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the Wolf Den. Mitch Lawrence and Alan Hopkins, and this is the place to be. If you like championship 9-ball, there is no more exciting place than inside Mohegan Sun. Efren Reyes, the magician from Manila in the Philippines, doing what he did very well in his semifinal match, and that is breaking the ball and hopefully staying at the table, Alan. And this one is for $50,000.
You're exactly right, Mitch. He broke the balls and made the 1 ball on the side. Notice the cue ball and the 2 ball are in the center of the table together. He'll be pocketing the 2 ball in that corner. And here's the 3 ball. So that's what he's going to play position on. And that's what he's concerned about right now. This is not an easy position shot. 10. And he's going to take an extension here. He's allowed 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, he needs to take actually a timeout, and then gets 30 more seconds. It's allowed once each rack by either player, for both players, correct? Yeah.
So you can tell the place that Efren is in right now, of knowing that this is the tough shot for him in terms of this rack, doing something smart. You do not want to get off to a bad start. Mika Immonen playing extremely well, as is Efren Reyes.
And he's taking a little extra tough shot on the 3 ball just to make sure he has a shot on it. And he'll bring the cue ball back out toward the center of the table for the 4 ball. There it is. Slow down. Slow down. And that is absolutely perfect,
wow.
Mitch.
Wow. And right off the bat, right off the bat, saying, I've got some speed control. Oh. And we saw him do this, as I mentioned, his semifinal match against Xiao Lang Feng of Taiwan, 2-0. And he played almost flawless 9-ball in that match, moving around the table quickly, as he's starting to do now that this pattern has been established. And he can get toward that 9-ball as he works his way around. Let's see where this winds up, and there is a little bit of a mistake right there, and he knows it.
That's very uncharacteristic of Efren. He has drifted all the way down to the bottom rail to cut the 7 ball in. Here's the 7 ball. He's going to try to cut it in this corner. No, he's not. He's going to play it safe, hitting it down table behind the 8 ball and bringing the cue ball as excellent shot.
But I'll tell you one thing, he hated having to play that shot right there.
That's for sure, Mitch, because anything can happen here. Now that he's going to kick at the 7, he could actually kick behind. What he's going to do is come behind here and kick the 7 ball and try to kick it in the side or the corner, and possibly making the 8 ball on the side. Let's see what happens. See how hard he hits it.
And a tough shot for Mika Immonen to come to the table right off the bat for him. Good hit there.
Great shot. Great shot. Notice how he kept the cue ball down table. And I think you're going to see this ball being overcut. What Efren will do is hit the 7 very thin, come back down table. There it is. Here it comes for this 8 ball.
Beautiful. It's like he said, all right, well, I got it a line on 1, but I'm not going to do it again. As he leans over that beautiful Olhausen table, the official table sponsor of the International Challenge of Champions. Olhausen, the best in billiards, featuring AccuFast cushions. And Efren Reyes of Manila in the Philippines on the board first. One of these 2 players will walk away with $50,000. The other one will go home. Talk about the pressure. We've got it here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mohegan Sun. Mitch Lawrence and Alan Hopkins. As I said earlier, for 2 guys who love 9-ball, this is the place to be. 2 of the best in the world going at it for 50 grand. Last year, we saw an unbelievably exciting match. I don't know if it can top it, but with these 2 guys, it might.
Oh, without a doubt. Efren Reyes probably is the #1 player in the world. Mika Immonen is on a roll. He won the World Championship last year. This is a great matchup. The 2 greatest players in the world right now playing for $50,000, which doesn't get any better than that.
Now, you won this tournament in 1993. You did get the 50 grand. You know what it's like. It has to be an unbelievable feeling.
It's an awful lonely way the other side, I can tell you that. It's real nice to win the 50, but it's very lonely to lose it.
Well, I have something that I will read to you as the match goes on that has to do with just that, and it's interesting you said that. Mika Immonen broke, did not make anything on the break, and that's going to play a big part in this match. The break will be very, very important, Alan.
Efren has a nice shot on the 1 ball. It's a long shot, but it's a shot he figures to pocket. And he missed it, and he might have gotten lucky. And no, Yes, he did. And that counts. That counts. Well, you won't see him miss too often, but when he does miss, it helps to be a little lucky, and that's okay. That's how you win tournaments, Mitch. You have to be a little lucky also.
Well, and he has won more than his share worldwide since he started playing in 1974. You said to me that he is, as far as you're concerned, of all, and you have played pretty much everybody who's played in the last 20, 30 years.
Yes.
You said he is the best player that you played against and the smartest player you played against.
That's without a doubt. I would say for sure. Especially in all the games. And what he's done here is I think this $50,000 is on a little bit of everybody's mind right here, because he's a little out of line, and he's left himself a long, you know, kind of a thin cut shot on the floor. He's going to bring the cue ball 2 rails back into the center of the table. Oh, he decided to hit it hard and come all the way around the table. Now, be careful, because this might be a little too hard. No, hit it perfect.
He's going to be okay.
Well, his speed control.
Well, just when you think he's lost a little bit of it, then he just goes and does that.
Well, you know what's interesting? The Filipinos have brought over, the Philippine players have brought over a new style of playing 9-ball. And it's a very smart style. And if you want to learn the game, watch the Philippine players play.
And you'll see that a lot in this match with Efren Reyes. Right-handed, left-handed. He seems completely comfortable all the time. And as he chalks up that cue, we want to thank Viking, the official cue sponsor of the International Challenge of Champions. Take your best shot with Viking. As he drifts down for the 8 and the 9, this would be the first 2 racks, and off to a very quick start for Mr. Reyes. Thing is, Mika Immonen didn't make a ball on the break. You do not get that many chances. And if Efren is on and he's making a couple balls on the break, it could be a long night for Mika and a short night for Efren Reyes. 2-0 now, set number 1 here at the International Challenge of Champions. There you see the Sardo tight rack in operation, the only rack with repeatable precision. And a good look at the Elephant Beautiful balls, the official ball set of the International Challenge of Champions. The magician, Efren Reyes from Manila in the Philippines at the table, up 2-0 against Mika Immonen. First set, there will be 2 sets. One of these players will walk away with $50,000, and the pressure right now, and Efren again with that 1 on the break is starting to mount. You'll feel it so far. It doesn't seem like Efren's felt it too much, Alan, but I know he's thinking about it.
Well, it's very fortunate for Mika, because the 2 and the 3 are tied up. There's the cue ball, and they're tied up, so he's going to probably play a bank shot on the 2. And he's lucky.
Off the 5?
Well, I don't think he really meant to play it that way, but it counts.
He's smiling because it happened before, and he said, all right, I'll take him if I have to.
How are they rolling for Efren Reyes?
Oh, man.
Here's another bank shot. He's going to bank the 3-ball cross side.
We'll just show it to you all right now.
Just keeps on happening. It's like a nightmare. I mean,
Efren got here in this very tough format of champions from around the world by defeating Niels Fien, 2001 Netherlands 9-ball champion, and then defeating Xiaolang Feng of Taiwan 2-0. In their semifinal match, looking very strong all the way. Nothing has deterred him so far. He knows how to play for big money, Alan. We've talked about it before. He really rises when there's a lot on the line.
He can play pool, too. Here you're going to see a nice 6-ball where he's going to drift the cue ball over to the side rail and play the 7-ball in the same pocket. Excellent cue ball control for Efren Reyes.
Now, what's going to be interesting to me in terms of, because obviously Efren's playing and he's playing well. He's about to go up 3-0 on Mika. If you're Mika and you've got to get back to the table, it's hard to stem this tide. It's going to take a lot for Mika to really change the momentum here, I think.
It's torture, Mitch, and you have to sit there and watch your opponent run out. There's nothing you can do about it but wait your turn. It's torturous, but he will be okay. In other words, he's used to this.
Certainly, he knows it's the game. Mika Immonen has come back from being down before. He finds himself quickly, very quickly down 3-0 in the first set to Efren Reyes. The 1999 Player of the Year, 1999 World 9-ball champion, and titles too numerous to mention. Mitch Lawrence and Alan Hopkins here inside the Wolf Den at Mohegan Sun. It's the 12th annual International Challenge of Champions, the longest running continuous billiard show in history. And there's a reason for it. Great players, $50,000 winner take all prize money.
And
you bet people like watching it.
oh, Mitch, a big break for Mika because Efren failed to make the one ball on the side.
And that's the first time in a long time that happened.
Right, here's the one ball and here's the cue ball. He's going to pocket the one ball in the corner pocket. And the two ball is downtown. That's his concern about where to get with the cue ball. He's looking right now because here's the two ball. So he needs to come somewhere in the area where his hand is right now for the two ball. There comes the cue ball back over. Is it too hard? And slow down. Slow down. Oh, boy.
Shaking his head and walking around the table. I'm thinking that you know he wasn't happy that it drifted that far.
Look at this. Maybe in the side. Oh. But he was playing safe there, Mitch.
Well, you know what, though? He walked very quickly. Not like he was leaving the table, Alan.
No.
Now, he might have taken a safe, but it sure, maybe in his mind, this is how he's pumping himself up. But it sure looked like he meant to do it.
Well, there's a nice shot right there.
And what we're talking about is starting to happen, which is it turns a little bit. Efren doesn't make a ball in the break for the first time, as I said, in a long time. And all of a sudden,
the match is turned around.
You're down 3-0 and get one back. And if he can just finish this rack off, he'd get it back to 2-3. And then he would have the break to try to even the match. So when you've got players of this caliber, Alan, we talk about this all the time. Anything can happen.
Especially with $50,000 on the line and two players that are used to playing for big money. I mean, Mika's won some big tournaments. The World Championship was $50,000-$60,000 first prize, and Efren also has played for big money, so in tournaments. Now Mika has a nice shot on the 7 ball to just drift the cue ball down table for the 8 ball. He'll bring the ball down in this area here for the 8 ball.
And he's liking it right now. Very confident at the table. Playing great shape. And he's saying, okay, it may be Efren Reyes, but my name is Mika Immonen, and I'm not scared of anybody. This is what we expected, a great matchup in the finals of the Challenger Champions in Connecticut. Efren Reyes at the table, the magician. We're tied at 3 apiece, first set.
And he hit that too hard. That time the 1 ball didn't go, but the 6 ball gets a kiss off the 1 ball and goes in. A big break for Efren. He's pocketed the 6 ball on the break. Although here's the cue ball and here's the 1 ball. The 2 ball is tied up down here by the 7 ball. So I think we're going to see some safety play unless he tries to break him open with the 1. Cutting the 1 ball in the corner. Coming down table and trying to break open the 2-7 maybe. And here it comes. If he hits the 7 ball, he'll be okay probably. And there, what a great shot by Efren. And that's perfect. Boy, you talk about a great position shot. Hits the 7 perfect to leave a shot on the 2 ball. Watch what he does with the cue ball here. He's probably going to double kiss the 7 and try to come. Okay, he ended up going forward with the cue ball, and that's going to be a tough layout here for the 3-4. Notice the 3 and the 4 right here. Here's the cue ball. He's going to try to hit the 3 into the 4 into the corner, but the 4 ball is going up table, so he's going to have to be careful with his position here.
These are the shots that I like watching him on more than any other, because when it's a little bit tough, I'm interested to see what he's going to do with it.
Well, he brought the cue ball out, and here comes the 4 ball. Did he hit it too hard? And he's okay.
I think he's all right.
He's okay. I mean, he's going to have either a cut shot on the 4 ball, cut the 4 ball on the side, bring the cue ball around 3 rails out to the center for the 5 ball.
And that's the interesting thing about watching somebody who really knows what they're doing. He gave himself a couple of chances. If it didn't come down that far, he's got the corner pocket.
Did he hit this hard enough? Hit this too easy. He hit it too easy.
Sneak by?
Nope, a little bit harder he needed it. And here's a big break for Mika. Notice the 8 and the cue ball. He got the cue ball up against him. Now here's the 5 ball. Now it looks like he can't hit the 5 directly. If he can, no, I don't think he can. Well, now here's the 5 ball. He can hit the 5. He can play it over here. But it looks like, I can't tell. But that's one option if he can hit it.
And he was not happy.
No, he's not happy.
Not happy.
1 more inch. He's going to bank this ball, I believe. He can hit it. He's going to bank this cross corner. Oh, he could make it. Oh, he could see it straight in. Wow, Mitch. Now, I couldn't tell he could see that unless he played a little masse.
Yeah, you know what? You see him walking around scratching his head, and you're going, well, he can't make it, or else you just...
Wow. I mean, from here, it looks like he had no shot at it. Excellent shot by Efren Reyes.
That's the beauty of Efren, though. He just doesn't... He really doesn't tell you a whole lot. Now he's going to have to tell us something, though.
Yeah. He has to keep doing tricks. The magician.
Man.
Oh, here's a nice shot. He's going to bank the 8-ball cross-side. He's going to keep the cue ball behind the 9. Keep an eye on the cue ball here. The cue ball will be behind the 9-ball if he misses it. There. Oh, he let it get away. So, Mika, a big opportunity for Mika. Wow.
Mika was up out of that seat very quickly. $50,000 quickly.
Unbelievable, Mitch. Unbelievable. And Mika stands up. He makes it.
Tell you, that was not an easy shot either.
No, it wasn't.
But he'll take it. This would be for 4 racks in a row for Mika Immonen after Efren Reyes took the first 3. And it puts Mika Immonen on the hill in the first set. A lot of ups and downs, topsy-turvy, ins and outs. And when you're playing for this kind of money, this is what we expect. Mika Immonen, 4-3, and he'll have the break to take the first set. A look at a beautiful cue that'll be presented to our winner. It's being held by Nancy Hart, the Vice President of Viking Cues. Hello, everybody. Inside the Wolf Den, Mitch Lawrence, thrilled to be joined, as always, by Terry Bell, the founder of the American Pool Players Association. Alan Hopkins is here with us also. Though you can't see him, he's always around. Terry, a great event. We're used to seeing the greatest players in the world. We're surrounded by American Pool Players Association participants. They're into it. I know this has got to be a great night for you.
Well, we probably have, Mitch, maybe as many as 20,000 APA members up here in the New England area, and yeah, they are excited. Of course, they're seeing the greatest player in the world. They're very fortunate to get an opportunity to see this.
Right.
And so it's a good show for them.
Well, once we got started and the people started, you know, getting into it little by little, you could feel the excitement. It's always nice to be around a lot of people who know the game. These players do know the game. You mentioned they filter in from all over New England to get down here and see it. We're glad you're with us for this rack. We'll talk to you a little bit about the APA in just a second, Alan, and a good break for Mika Immonen, a really powerful one, and he's staking his claim right now.
A super break. He made 3 balls on the break. He's got the 2 ball, which is very important, right with the cue ball where he can make it, and the 3 ball is not far away either. If he brings the cue ball to the center of the table, he should be able to run out this rack.
Well, the key, this is pretty tricky to get on the 3, isn't it? Because he has to shoot the 3 in the same corner that he's making the 2, doesn't he?
Yeah, if he can keep the cue ball in the center of the table, he'd be okay. But you're right, it is kind of tricky. It's a speed control shot. And you know, it's hard to tell from Terry the angles up here.
It is.
You know, it's a lot different up here than down there.
He might try to run into the 3, it almost looks like he's trying to do.
That was trying to look at, and that was the tricky part of it.
It really was, yeah. Now he's got a tough cut, but, you know, these guys, they usually make it because the young guys, they get these eyes.
25 years ago, this was a hanger right there. Now it looks like it's impossible. No, it's a great shot. Oh, boy, he made it. It hung up a little bit, teasing him a little bit.
Now,
that was a great shot.
It was, and this is just a straight follow, I would say. He'll just he'll go to the short rail and then back across the table for the 6. It's not a difficult shot at all.
You think he'll come up between 9 and 6 or stay on the bottom?
Well, I think he would come up between them, but he didn't. He stayed below it.
To make sure, yeah. I was wondering if he would do that, yeah.
Once again, you're young like this, you got a lot of confidence you're going to make the long ones.
You know, we talked about early on turning this match around when Efren Reyes was up 3-0 early. Mika Immonen has done just that. Terry, you have created for people with the founding of the American Pool Players Association a while ago a great place to go and play every week, get involved in the game. And being able to watch players like this obviously helps too, but being able to play is what you're...
Well, I would say probably one of the greatest membership benefits of being in the American Pool Players Association is to be able to take advantage of the handicapping system that equalizes play for players of all abilities. So I urge everyone to go to the internet. That's poolplayers.com. And go to the internet, poolplayers.com. That's one word with an S. And you'll be able to find everything you need to know about the American Pool Players Association, including how to join. And it's been a pleasure being here with you, Mitch.
Well, we thank you for all your work and everything you've done. And I know Mika Immonen right now is one happy camper. 5-3 in the first set. He takes that set in our format. The loser of the first set will break. That will be Efren Reyes. They're going for $50,000. Originally from Helsinki in Finland, now living in New York City. One of the hardest working 9-ball players in the world. Mika Immonen does not only work hard on his game in a pool room, works out a lot, is very physically fit, knows that he has to train mentally and physically to stay on top. And he has done just that, getting better every year he has been playing. And a big, powerful break, unfortunately, with all the rest of those balls, 3 of them, the cue ball.
3 on the break, and the cue ball is number 4, and Efren will have ball in hand. And, you know, when you talked about working out and stuff, not to change what you just said, but Efren's at the table, ball in hand. But the other day, Corey Deuel and Mika Immonen went to go work out in the spa. I mean, you know, Mika even said to them, let's go work out, you know. And me, I went to the coffee shop and had a Danish and a cup of coffee.
You're saying that didn't happen before?
Well, you know, it does help. It does help your game.
I thought I was going to hear you say the words, in my day.
No, it's nice to be in shape, and it does help your pool game. People think that you don't have to be in shape to play pool, and you do have to be in excellent shape.
Well, Mika talked about stamina, and you know that this particular format, as well as other formats, you have to play multiple matches, and you better be in shape. You better be able to just stay there. And if you look at nothing else than the way the players' bodies are every time they get over a shot, you need to be in shape.
Without a doubt, Mitch, you're exactly right. That's why working out helps.
All right, Efren working his way around the table, and what a big, big break for him. Mika scratching and making 3 balls on the break. It's kind of like you need to write a thank you note after that.
It's like playing 6 ball.
6 left on the table and ball in hand. If you're Efren Reyes, oh no.
Oh.
No, wait, again?
Again, he didn't call the 9 ball. Well, look at the break here for Mika. Wow.
This is the second time that this has happened to Efren in the last couple of matches. And I'm taking 1 away from Efren, and I'm going to give it to Mika Immonen. You have to call the 9, even if it's a straight-in shot.
Wow.
That is the rule. That's the format. Efren knew it. And he gives that one over to Mika Immonen. When you're playing for $50,000, mental mistakes like that obviously can hurt. And there is one unhappy Efren Reyes right there, feeling the sting of not calling the 9 again. Did it in the semifinal match. Mika Immonen is taking advantage of everything that's coming his way. Not only is he playing great 9 ball, but he's shown a lot of heart, a lot of guts, coming back from down 3 racks in the opening set to win 5-3. He's now at 2-1 in set number 2. A big break again.
Oh boy, look
now
out.
Let's see.
Don't let the 2 go in. If the 2 goes in, oh.
See where he's going to wind up.
Oh, Mitch, unbelievable. Man. Look at this. 3-9 combination. The 3 and the 9 are lined up dead in the corner pocket, and the 1 and the 2 went on the break. We're going to see a fast rack here if he calls it.
Man.
He's going to call it probably. But, I mean, it's a 3-9 combination.
He's looking to see. Now, let's see if he does it, because he did not call it. He did not call it.
He missed it. Wow. What a big break. And, you know, somebody shouldn't tell him not to call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the players play, if you would.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a big turnaround.
I'll tell you, you get wrapped up in the heat of the match, and I was about to say before that Mika has not done that in any of his matches. That's where the $50,000 starts taking over. You think you got a chance for a 4-9 combination early end to that rack, and this is what I meant. You can never count anybody out of a set.
Well, what a turn of events, Mitch. I mean, that 3-9 was on, and I think Mika just missed it. I know somebody was yelling in the audience, you know, call it or something, but I think he had already called it. And he's still not out. You know, this is not no, oh, look how he liked that shot. He hit the 9 out of the way so he could make the 6 ball next. That was sweet. I think he got a little fortunate there that he did hit it, but he still would have been okay with a combination on the 6-9. So he's going to play the 6 ball in the corner and bring the cue ball around 2 rails for the 7 ball.
Boy, a lot going on right now. And it's what you expect to happen as it gets closer toward the end of this match, one way or the other. It starts getting very interesting when this much money is at stake. And I don't care who you are and how many times you played for big money. Anytime you put 50 grand on the table and say, here it is, something's going to happen. And Efren again in danger of not calling it.
Wow.
But this time he does. And so just like that, we swing around, and it's 2 games apiece in set number 2, and Efren will have the break here in Connecticut. Woo. And now here's our own Alan Hopkins with our Viking Cues tip of the day, which features elephant practice balls, the fastest way to improve your game.
Today's tip of the day is going to be a position shot. It's actually a draw shot with low right-hand spin on the cue ball. The 8 and the 9 ball are on the table. The only way I can play position on the 9 ball is to pocket the 8 ball in the corner and put low right-hand spin on the cue ball. Bring the cue ball this rail and back down table for the 9. And notice the spin on the cue ball helps me to play easy position on the 9 ball.
There is definitely a buzz inside the Wolf Den at Mohegan Sun. The crowd really getting into it now. And that's what happens. A lot of money on the line. Players sometimes making mental errors, and the crowd getting into it, trying to let them know to do things, not do things, call it. They're just getting into it now. And Efren Reyes is so wrapped up in it.
There's the 9. Look at this. He made the 9, but it won't count.
The 9 will not count. In this format, you cannot make it on the break. It's considered lucked in. Now, if he had turned to Steve Tipton and said, I'm calling the 9 on the break.
No, he cannot.
Okay.
But here's the 2 ball, and here's the cue ball. And the 7 ball looks like it's in the way, so he really doesn't have a shot on the 2 ball unless he wants to play a combination, but he will not. I don't think he'll. Well, he may. He may play the combination and stay at the table. No, he played a bank shot on the 2, and it hung up. And a nice opportunity now for Mika. I don't know why he played that. I mean, that was kind of like almost a give-up shot there. But anyway, he played it, and the 2 ball's hanging in the corner. And here's the 3 ball. So if he makes the 2, Mika will have easy position on the 3 ball. Just make the 2. And a nice opportunity now for Mika.
This is back and forth now.
It's very exciting, I'll tell you.
And one great thing about, we've talked about this before, Alan, one great thing about this format is you can lose that first set. You still have the second set to get back into it. You do not get blown out just because you've lost the first set, and that's exactly what we're seeing here.
That's what's so unique about it. Exciting format.
You can feel it building in here right now.
He's going to roll this in nice and easy. Just come off. He does not want to be on the other side of the 7. He's perfect. And we may see all 3 balls go in the same pocket. The 7, the 8, and the 9.
That's a nice thing, isn't it? You don't have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, like a little 1-pocket game.
I know you like 1 pocket.
Oh, yes. But he's straight in on the 7, so he'll probably just stop right there and draw it back a little bit, not much. And he'll play the 8 in the same pocket and bring the cue ball over to the other side of the table for the 9 in the same pocket.
Taking his time. At this stage, every shot key. Leaves himself in good position and points to that pocket. And this for Mika Immonen would be for a 3-2 lead. Pocket cam says it's good. And Mika Immonen breathes a sigh of relief after a big break by Efren Reyes. Miss on the 2, and Mika takes advantage, and he will have the break. A familiar face to all those of us who love the game of pool, Mike Clark, Senior Vice President of Olhausen Billiards. And there you see the 2 different faces that are telling the story of this finals match. Efren Reyes, a bit disconsolate right now. He knows that he's made a couple of plays that he has to wonder about. Mika Immonen, on the other hand, anxious, focused, jumped up to get to the table, knowing that he has the break. He is up 3-2. He won the first set 5-3 with 5 consecutive racks at the end of that set. This would be to get on the hill 1 game away from a $50,000 winner-take-all payday. And he has been crushing this break, Alan.
Yes, he has. He hit those awfully hard. He's made the 3 ball on the break, and oh boy, this is sweet. It's sweet. He made 2 balls on the break, and the 1 ball and the cue ball right here. He'll play the 1 ball in there and bring the cue ball back down table somewhere for the 2 ball. He has to be very careful here. He mainly wants to make sure he gets the cue ball down to the bottom rail. Low right-hand spin on the cue ball. Be careful he does not scratch in the side pocket or the other corner pocket. And here it comes, perfect. Get to the rail and have an angle to get up. And well, I'll tell you, he has been playing well.
That was
Mitch.
great.
It's a big game.
That was great. This is a swing game right here, Alan.
Well, you see the 5 and 6 along the rail. The ball's right here. He's going to have a problem with. Could have a problem with. And here, okay. So the 5 and 6 is going to tell the tale, Mitch, because it's not easy getting on both of them.
Now he's thinking ahead a little, as you always do, and he shook his head a little bit when he looked down at the 5 and 6.
Well, here it comes right here. He's going to have to play the cue ball now. He's going to play the 5 ball in the corner pocket, bring the cue ball. He'll play the 5 in here. I think he's going to bring the cue ball back over this way, or come 1-2 rails like this. I believe he may draw the ball. Oh, and a great break for Efren. Wow, a big break for Efren. Oh, boy, I'll tell you what,
right there.
A $50,000 break, Mitch, I'll tell you that.
Unbelievable.
Efren has life. I bet he shoots this lefty, Mitch. Oh, look at this.
Now this is when you know it means something right now.
Exactly.
He's shot so many shots left-handed, and this time he says no. Now, did he call this?
I don't know, did he? I think he did. I don't know. I hope he did.
I think he did too. Wow. Wow. So instead of on the hill, Mika Immonen, here we go again. Another emotional swing. And Efren Reyes, for all that we've talked about, is now tied in the second set, 3 racks apiece. And he has the break, trying to get to the end of this set. Back and forth we go. Crowd definitely into it now, and so is Mika Immonen. His eyes are getting wider because there's 4 zeros and a 5 in his future if he can win this game. $50,000. He's 1 game away, and as Alan Hopkins told me during the break, Efren Reyes, amazingly, is only 3 games away from $50,000. So he can't feel out of it yet, but Mika definitely has the advantage with the break and on the hill.
Here's what it comes down to right here. Watch out for the cue ball. Look at here. He has to come with a shot, I think. The 3 ball comes over to the rail, and
wow.
We have actually made 3 balls on the break. He made the 1, the 2, and the 8. And here's the 3 ball and the 4 ball together. Here's the cue ball. So Efren may have gotten the break. He may play the combination here, the 3 into the 4, and try to make the 4 in the corner. And that's what he's looking at right now. If he makes this, Mitch, it's going to be all over.
Showtime.
Yeah, and this is not an easy shot.
Well, we saw him come with one in the game previous.
Wow, he made it, but he didn't play position on the 3. Made a nice shot, but he didn't play any position. So now he's faced with a safety, unless he wants to get very offensive. Now, here's the cue ball, and here's the 3. You can send the 3 ball down table and bring the cue ball back over in this area. Or he could just try to bank the 3 and become very offensive. But I think he's going to try to play safe and bring the cue ball over maybe behind the 6, or just bring the 3 ball down table. This is very important. He'll take a
Takes his timeout.
This could be the whole match right here.
Yeah, but you know what? We have alternated racks now for the last 5 racks. And I have no clue what's going to happen now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Sometimes you get a feel for it, but right now I have no idea.
There's nothing wrong with that right there.
Yeah, I know.
Efren has to come with a shot. And he's going to probably try to play a bank shot, trying to bank the 3, or just play a 5 ball, the 3 into the 5. Whatever he does, it's not going to be an easy shot.
How do you like it?
And he made a great shot by Efren. There's a sign of a champion, Mitch, right there.
Man. And trust me, he is right back in this match right now. This is exactly what I was talking about. Unbelievable format where you can have this kind of back and forth action.
Excellent shot he made. And he has a nice layout here with the 6 ball. He just stopped the cue ball right there for the 7 ball on the side. Won't take any. Oh, he drew the ball back. Okay, he doesn't want to take any chances of not being good on the 7. So I think he's a little pumped up, I'll tell you the truth.
He is, but I'm just wondering. Let's see if he calls it. The crowd's going to start yelling. There he goes. And there was no doubt about that one. And this is what we've been waiting for. All right. Both players coming with the shots. This is what comes down to when you've got the best in the world. 4-4, second set. If Efren wins this game, we have a sudden death tiebreaker. If Mika wins this game, he's got $50,000. Man. We've had a fabulous week here at the Mohegan Sun. They have added to an already amazing facility by opening a new hotel, a fantastic glass structure. fabulous rooms, the best in fine dining, shops galore, and in addition, a 10,000-seat arena for the best in entertainment. Mohegan Sun, it truly is a legendary entertainment experience. Well, I said that I didn't know where this match was going. I'm not the only one. This entire crowd has been moving up in their seats, Alan, inch by inch for about the last 5 racks.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
The International Challenge of Champions. 2 world champions, former world champions, Efren Reyes in '99, Mika Immonen in 2001.
He made a ball. He made the
There's
2
another
ball.
one.
Oh boy!
Look where the 3 is in the corner.
3 balls on the break. The 1 and the 2 ball and the 4 ball. The 3 ball is hanging in the corner pocket. Here's the cue ball, but position for the 5 ball is not going to be easy. By far. Now, he may elect to play for the combination after he makes a 3 to 3-7 combination, which probably would be easier to do. Let's see what he elects to do. This is a very careful. He has to be here. Okay, he's elected to play the 5-7 combination. I believe he did anyway.
Well,
because
but he's not.
Oh.
He wanted it down there. He wasn't looking happy.
But he's still going to play for the combination. Now the combination is right here. The 5 into the 7 into the corner pocket. And the whole thing is holding the cue ball there for the 5 ball. This is not easy.
No, that's why he wanted more down table, right?
Yes.
So he could have an easier time doing that.
You are correct, Mitch. But I think he's going to, you know, under the circumstances with the $50,000 and stuff, I tell you, this is not an easy shot. And he's going to play it. And he made it. Look out for the cue ball, though. See the cue ball?
Right.
That's not, you know, he still isn't out yet. This is not easy. He's got to cut the 5 in now and play position for the 6 ball. So we are still, he's got to hit the 5 very thin.
He's got to watch out. The reason he's pulling the sleeve on his sweater up is because if that sleeve touches the 9 ball that it's hanging over, it is a foul, and trust me, it would be over then.
He made it look like a hanger, didn't he?
I'm telling you, there's some ice water in those veins.
He made it look like a hanger, Mitch, to tell you the truth.
First the combination, and then that slice on the 5, 6, and the 8 right down there.
And I'm not going to say anything yet, I'll tell you the truth, because I've seen too many things happen.
Oh, boy.
This is so exciting. He's got to get, you may see the cue ball travel a little bit here for the 9 ball. Uh-oh, watch out for the side pocket. Oh, he hit this too hard. This is too hard. Oh, this is too hard. Look at this.
What's he going to do? He's looking at a bank?
Oh,
what is he
boy. Oh, boy. I got to tell you what, Mitch. That was too hard. I knew as soon as he hit it now, he's going to have to try to cut this in. He's going to cut it in. Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody can do this, he can. He cuts the ball as good as anybody living.
Okay, this is either for a tie and sudden death. Look at
He
this.
made it. What a great shot.
Look at that.
Got action.
You had better believe they're on their feet. The 2002 International Challenge of Champions has been brought to you by Mohegan Sun, a legendary entertainment experience. By Olhausen Tables, the best in billiards, featuring AccuFast cushions. And by Viking Cues, the world's leading cue. Okay, let's set it up. This is what it all comes down to and what we thought might happen at the beginning of this match. Sudden death, 1 rack. This is it, the end. $50,000 will go to one of these 2 great champions. Efren Reyes on the left, Mika Immonen on the right. And Mika Immonen will have the break, and that was not even close, Alan.
No, it wasn't.
Getting a look at a product that has become a fixture in championship pool, the Sardo Tight Rack, the only rack with repeatable precision. He knows what this is all about. He's been in this situation before. He knows he has no control over what's about to happen on this first shot. All he wants is a chance to get back to the table. Mika Immonen, on the other hand, hoping to make something happen and stay at the table. He's done it before in this match, and now he's in a position to win $50,000. The players will each have 2 timeouts in this 1 rack at the Challenge of Champions.
Lucky he can't win on the break for Efren. because he's been breaking. Don't scratch. Has he made a ball? Yes, he has. Look at
just
this.
at the end.
Well,
those balls are tied up, though.
No, Mitch, actually, he has a nice layout. Here's the cue ball, and here's the 1 ball, and here's the 2 ball. So he's got a nice opportunity here.
That last roll cleared him, yep.
Yeah, the 4 ball is right here. That could be the only ball, but I think he's got a nice opportunity here for a run out. Now, the $50,000 makes a big difference, too, you know. And being 1 game, you can't make a mistake. And he hit it the perfect speed to come out toward the center of the table. Seven balls away, $50,000. Okay, he does not want to be straight in on this, and he did get straight in, and that could be a problem.
And he knows it.
That could be a problem. Now, as you see, he's going to play the 3 ball in the corner, but the cue ball, he's going to have to draw it back for the 4 ball because he wants to play the 4 ball on the side next. And the 5 ball is in a good position where if he gets straight in on the 4, it'll be okay. And you have to be careful now. He has to be a little careful here because
sure does.
He has to put a little stroke on this because the 7 ball could get in the way into the play here.
Man.
So, well, just take a deep breath, Mika, and fire it in the side and roll the cue ball with high English. He's got to follow the cue ball. High English, follow through. And look at the 7 ball come into play. That's what I was talking about right there. That's exactly what I was talking about, Mitch. The 7 ball getting in the way.
Unbelievable.
And now he's going to be forced to kick it, but it's not over yet because this is a kick where if he hits it, he could get lucky. So it's not over. He's going to be forced to go to the side rail. And boy.
You know, at this point, though, to be in a place where you're just thinking about maybe I can get lucky for 50 grand.
The scratch is very big here. He has to watch out for the scratch. And look out. And, well, here it is. An opportunity now for Efren to come to the table and win the Challenge of Champions. And wow.
And that is what you want.
Yep.
As I said before, he just wanted a chance to get there. And now let's see what he can do with it. And Mika Immonen is absolutely sick.
No, he has to be. He's going to play the 5 ball in the left-hand corner and bring the cue ball back down table for the 6 ball.
How's that for a shot? How is that for a shot?
And here it is. And I tell you what.
How is that for a shot? After all this,
how was
3
that?
balls for 50 grand.
Unbelievable, I'll tell you. Well, the 50,000 does come into play, Mitch. You got to say that.
Absolutely, not even a question.
Low left-hand English on the cue ball.
And that is exactly what you want to see. And you better believe that Efren Reyes is pointing to the final 9 that is worth $50,000.
Unbelievable.
And there you see a man who last year, Francisco Bustamante, lost $50,000 in a sudden death tiebreaker to Fong Pang Chao. His countryman, Efren Reyes, will take it home. A disconsolate Mika Immonen, 4 balls away from that same check and cannot get it done. He will be back, though. And now it's time for our Viking Q super shot of the match. And if there ever were one outside of the final 9 ball, it's this 9 ball, which came when Efren Reyes was at the table, tied 4 apiece. This was to get into the sudden death rack. And Alan, you talk about a thin slice pressure-packed shot.
It's an unbelievable shot. He just spins the 9 ball down the rail, and it just has enough speed to reach the pocket and fall in. If he misses this ball, it's all over. A super shot by Efren Reyes.
And here at the end of an unbelievably amazing match between Efren Reyes and Mika Immonen, the winner, the champion of champions, being presented that trophy by Terry Bell of the American Pool Players Association. There it is. And if you want to see Efren Reyes smile a very, very big smile, he will do so. He loves holding that up. He is about to love even more holding this up. Mr. Paul Munich, the Vice President of Sports and Entertainment for the Mohegan Sun. A check for $50,000 to Efren Reyes as our champion of champions. It has been a phenomenal event, as we expected, one that came right down to the wire, full of excitement. We hope you've enjoyed it at home. For Alan Hopkins, I'm Mitch Lawrence, and all of us here in Connecticut, we will see you soon. We want to take this moment to thank the American Pool Players Association for their support in organizing this incredible event at the Mohegan Sun. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.